Hey footy fans, round 2 recap. Let's get straight into it. It started on Thursday night when the Blues beat the Cats 90-82. Jeremy Cameron kicked 6 goals in this game, but he has had a rib complaint. He did look quite sore out there. Hopefully nothing too serious, and he has a speedy recovery. Charlie Curnow had 5 goals in this game for the Blues. The Cats, I thought they looked slow early on, but they fought back in the fourth quarter, made it really interesting, but the Blues just too good enough in the end to hold on for the victory. For the reigning premiers, that's 0-2 to start their season, and not good signs, that's for sure. On Friday night, the Lions took on the Demons at the Gabba, beating them 93-82. Max Gawn went off early with a knee injury, and he'll miss a few weeks of footy, so that's not good news there for the Demons with their ruckman out. A power outage at this game. It was absolute chaos, that's for sure. The Lions were leading by about 40 points or so, and they were all over the Demons in this game, but the power outage occurred with 12 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Both teams, umpires, etc. went off the field. Chris Fagan, after this game, thought it was an unfair advantage that the Demons went out earlier than the Lions for their warm-up. Obviously, you have a huge stoppage to the game, like what happened on Friday night. Players start to fatigue, they start to cramp up, and when the game resumed, we saw that at times, just players who looked a little slow, but the Demons, on the other hand, they looked quite quick. They kicked the last 6 goals of the game, made it an interesting contest late, and as the great Lee Matthews once said, a goal a minute, and that's what we were seeing at times, but the D's fall short by 11 points. Ben Brown had 4 goals, and that, to see the 10 minutes that the Demons put together late in the game, it kind of took me back to the 2021 grand final. On Saturday, the Pies, hot Pies at the MCG to start off 2023, 135-64. They beat Port Adelaide. The Pies look so good out there. A variety of players chipping in. The Dacos boys are a duo like no other. Their brotherhood is something else, that's for sure. Nick Dacos with 2 goals and 32 disposals. How we moved with the ball in hand, and when the ball wasn't in hand, he was just always around the contest, and his brother Josh with 2 goals and 26 disposals. The Pies off to a great start to 2023. The Crows lost to the Tigers 76-108. The Crows hit back in the third quarter, but the Tigers just did enough in the fourth to wrap this one up. Jacob Hopper with a great game, 1 goal, 23 disposals and 6 tackles, and the Tigers get their first win of the season. The Dogs looked really poor against the Saints, losing 41-92. The Dogs had no defence at times. They couldn't find goals. I felt sorry for a player like Marcus Bontempelli, who you saw his efforts, not only trying to get the ball forward, but always working really hard to get down back to try and stop the Saints' press. But one man couldn't handle the Saints, who were kicking away, that's for sure. We had the Dockers taking on the Roos up in the West. I doubted my Roo boys. I tipped Freo, and you would have seen my video after this game on how proud I was of the Roos. The Dockers lose 72-73 in a thriller at Optus Stadium. The Roos were quick, they were hungry, full-hearted effort by them, a strong effort throughout most of the game. In the fourth quarter, especially late, they started to drop off. Freo started to string a few plays together, and they kicked the last 3 goals of the game to make it a close one. The Roos saved by the siren. The ball was still in the field of play as the siren went and did not cross the boundary line. That was the umpire's call. Personally, as a fan watching the game, I did think it was deliberate. I did think Freo were going to have a chance to tie the game or win the game, but not to be. We were saved by that siren, and the AFL, after this game, backed the umpires on their call. So the Roos luckily survived that one. And just to see Alistair Clarkson on the sideline, he absolutely loved it. The Roos 2-0 to start season 2023. I did not expect that, and I'm so proud of them. On Sunday, the Swans beat the Hawks 118-37. They absolutely smashed them. No Buddy, no problems. Joel Amartey had 4 goals. Logan McDonald stepped up with 5 goals. And the Swans had an absolute day out. A great start to their season. Completely the opposite for the Hawks. They're on the bottom of the ladder and don't look good whatsoever. The Bombers beat the Suns 108-80. An entertaining contest at Marvel Stadium. The Bombers were better in the fourth quarter, especially goal-wise, getting the ball forward. Kyle Langford had 5 goals and carried his team at times. Got them over the line, that's for sure. The West Coast Eagles took on the Giants to wrap up round 2, and the Eagles, flying high they were in this game, beating the Giants 100-81. High intensity. They played a good game of footy for all 4 quarters. They looked really good. They were quick on the front foot, and West Coast, really working as a team at times. Waterman involved, Liam Ryan. The list goes on and on and on. We saw glimpses in the last quarter against the Roos in round 1 when they looked really good, and I saw it in all 4 quarters in this game. Well done to the Eagles on their first win of the season. As we head in to our fantastic segment on the AFL Recap, which we've been doing for a while. It's Isaac's GMP of the round, my goal, mark, and player of the round. And let's get straight into it. My goal of the round, it was in the Thursday night contest between the Blues and the Cats. Corey Durden, take a bow, off a couple steps with the check side banana. He got a lot of purchase on it, a lot of bend, and it was fantastic. His teammates pulled him back up to his feet. They absolutely loved it. What a goal by Corey Durden in the blink of an eye. Just a sensational crack at goal. My mark of the round, there was little to choose from, I would say. Now, Will Hayward took a nice grab, but his teammate Tom Papley beat him in the Swans contest against the Hawks on Sunday, that's for sure. Papley launched over a pack. He just went over like bang. He threw his whole body at it. Love to see the effort. Love to see the elevation. And yes, it was a great mark. And he got a little confident because he got up off the ground and he was happy with himself. But then he butchered the kick in front of goal. And it was just a behind. Not that it mattered. Obviously, the Swans smashing the Hawks. But Tom Papley just got a bit ahead of himself then. So a good mark, but would have been better with the goal. My player of the round, as I mentioned earlier in the recap, the Dacos boys were fantastic. A few other players, Jeremy Cameron with the 6 goals. Harry Sheasel had a nice game for the Roos. But I'm going with another Roo, and it is Luke Davies-Uniacke. I'm so proud of him and so impressed with not only last season how he went, but he's just bubbling away to start off season 2023. 1 goal. He also had 1 behind, 30 disposals, 7 marks, 6 tackles, 11 clearances, 4 inside 50s, 638 metres gained against the Fremantle Dockers. To end the third quarter, he had a strong effect on this game. A clean pickup, a kick inside 50. He was just that player at times who was so smooth with the ball in hand and really running, the field up and back, linking up players, getting his team involved, creating chances. Love to see it from LDU in a great contest up in the West, that's for sure. Folks, round 3 starts on Thursday night when the Doggies take on the Lions at Marvel Stadium. My tip, I've got the Lions by 26 points. I just think the Bulldogs are in a real rough patch at the moment. And, the Lions beating the Demons, they certainly want to back it up on the road. Gotta love footy. Like that recap and you want to see more of my content, remember to hit that thumbs up, like, comment, and hit that red button down there that says subscribe. Much appreciated. For more content, follow me on my Facebook page and also my Instagram page.